What's up, everybody? We are back for another episode of Champagne Gains. I'm Coach Beckyn.
Coach Kiki is here.
We are in the house. It is the weekend after the 4th of July. I don't even remember the date of our last one, probably
Nope.
about a month ago, but we're
Yeah.
back. We were both in Indianapolis with some of our clients, and Kiki was competing as well. And we got, well, it was two, but I was gonna say so many people
So
telling
many.
us they listened to us, which felt good. And we were just like, why?
It was literally, I think we asked like why. Like they're like, you guys are just so just normal.
Dude,
Yep.
yeah, I can't operate like a robot or follow a script. It just can't be fake like that.
No, that's not our that's not our vibe.
Not
If you
before,
see
not
us in
for
person together, we don't have like a
we don't fit. No one gets to put us into a mold.
no, there's no molds for us.
No molds.
Just full on savage dancing with a sign that had Arnold
That
Schwarzenegger.
did you like do the YouTube video for that yet?
Nope.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, it was like not a well, it definitely was no like structure, just like our podcast. No structure, but lots of like a compilation of videos, I feel like.
Yep, that's pretty much my YouTube too. Just like, well, here's some videos that I took. There's no storyline. Hopefully, it's entertaining that you at least make it through some of your cardio.
Yes, I love the pump. Still, Kiki was like, "Hey, come back here," and then she stole the pump up. What did it say? Pump up area.
Yeah,
Arnold on it, and then we
you're
were
dancing.
dancing with that. And like Amanda and Jenny they were lining bikini up, or they were about to be, and they're like, "Where are Kiki and Beckett?" And they find us in this room, just being idiots as per usual.
Yep, yep.
But
It
we
was
always bring the vibe, even if it's a weird vibe, it's a vibe.
it's a vibe, and that's the whole point. Like, you should have fun at your shows. It's yes, we're obviously there to work as athletes and as coaches, but we don't need to be tightwads.
No, it doesn't. It's not that serious. It's really
No.
not. And even at nationals, like when it is that serious, like there are stakes. Like we're still having fun.
Yeah. And it's like at that point, the hay's in the barn. So there's literally nothing that you can do that's going to make or break
Right.
what
So
happen.
enjoy it. Don't sit there. I mean, that's what this podcast should be about. Well, it kind of is. Having fun backstage, having fun on show day. You work so hard, make friends. Like, don't be a tightwad,
Yeah.
tight
Like,
ass. I don't know.
yeah,
That's like
make
a funny
make
thing.
friends, talk to people. You never know like who you're gonna meet, what they're gonna be. Like just like listening to people's stories is so cool. Sharing our stories with them, giving them advice. And then shit, I mean, Amanda got a full-blown uh haircut
Haircut.
in the bathroom at the indie show before prejudging because it was definitely her hair extensions were too long that they were going to cover her glutes. So she was Amanda was prepared for with scissors for me to cut her hair. And I was like, I mean, I could. I've done it before, but what are our other options? And then this random girl, Jenna, she was in the bathroom and she's like, "Oh, I'm a hairstylist. I'll cut your hair." She's like, "I got my shears in my bag." And so
They're like
she's
$9,000.
and so she like trimmed her hair and then she was like, "You know what? Let me just like blend this in and then like do a little face framing." And it was awesome. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, random chick in the bathroom. And then later on, like before finals, I helped her with her posing. Um, and then when I was helping her with her posing, I was talking to this other masters bikini competitor, and she was such a sweetheart, Lindsay, and she's going to be at Masters Nationals next weekend. And I've had a couple posing sessions with her on FaceTime just because I like we followed each other on Instagram after us just kind of chatting, and then she posted like a picture, like a front shot, and I responded and I was like, "Hey, I would like bring your chest up, open your shoulders a little bit more to help you look a little bit more like balanced." And she was like, do you do posing? And I was like, yeah, I'll pose. I will definitely pose you. Like, let's get on a posing call like each week up until TCM, and then I'm gonna be there. So, we'll pose in person like Friday before the show and then like Saturday too.
Yeah.
So
It's a good place to meet. I mean, obviously, it's a good place to meet people with similar interests as you.
yeah, yeah. And it's like you never know. I mean, shit, I met Lacey at my very first show in 2017. She put my lipstick on.
Oh,
She like held my hand, told me where to go. Like, okay, this is what we're doing here backstage. This is where we're going here. And now we're best friends. So it's like you never know who you're gonna meet.
did
And
Lacey compete before you? Like, was she a competitor before you started competing?
oh yeah, she
Okay.
I think she started competing like 2015 or
Oh,
something.
dang.
She's been around the block for about 10 years, I think.
Yeah, and obviously competing brought Kiki and I together.
Yeah,
You never freaking know who you follow on Instagram and how they're going to impact your life.
it's so cool.
It
But yeah,
was so fun. That was the first show that we have been at together since, well, I mean, like Danielle's boyfriend show, but that was barely anything. But since I lived there,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
crazy. And also it was so special because it was the first time like I had an athlete competing and Kiki had an athlete competing and Kiki was competing.
yeah.
So it was like a growth moment for sure. Like, oh my God, we've come so far.
I know it's like us being competitors and then like us coaching
Yeah.
and like Amanda and Jenny were just like it was like good like I love all my clients, but like there's some that are just like, they're like they're like they get it, they don't get super anxious, they're
Yeah.
they're not like butthurt about a placing. They're just there for the good experience as well. Obviously we want to compete to win. And it was really cool just like hanging out with and learning about Jenny like at the Airbnb and
Yeah.
her experience and her asking like us questions about us competing, and it's just so cool. Like the bodybuilding world is so small. Like it
Hmm.
kind of seems big on the grand scheme of things, but like it's not. It's so
Right.
small.
It
Um,
really is.
I mean, I don't even remember when I met the promoter, Jamie. Um, I can't remember because then she invited me out to a posing clinic last year and I met her husband and then we've just stayed like in contact ever since.
Hmm. Yeah. Good connection to have.
Yeah.
And um like Amanda being from Minnesota, it's Amanda and I drove to Indianapolis together. Amanda wouldn't let me drive at all. So I had just got a chauffeur ride to Indianapolis, but we talked the whole time and she's from Minnesota and like we wouldn't know each other even though like our hometowns are literally 40 minutes from each other. So it's just like it's a big world, but it's a small world as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, definitely like having fun backstage, I think is such a thing now that like I'm realizing that I obviously need. Um like this was the indie show was the most fun that I've had at a show like for me competing for I don't even know. I
I
mean,
left.
yeah. I mean, we had fun like when I did World Clash when we went down to
Mhm.
Orlando, drove down there together. But there was just something about this show that was like it brought back like just some of our stupid shit that we would do at the Lieberman shows.
Right. Yes. God, I feel like, I mean, this feels sounds like vain to say, but we just like when we were back there whenever all the bikini girls were getting lined up for finals, like I feel it was just us and all the competitors. And it was so fun. Like it was, I don't even know why. It's not like we were talking to everybody, but just being in that environment and like bringing energy to them in that moment, I think that like makes them feel better and more at
Yeah,
ease. You're like
absolutely.
talking girls, swimsuit things, the tabs,
Yeah.
like on that's another thing with the Jamie thing, like that's another reason you need to be nice at shows and like make friends because you like the connections. Don't be a
Mhm.
mean girl backstage. For the love of freaking God, don't be a mean girl with just like a
Yeah.
bitch look on your face and you're pissy about placing. If you're gonna cry, fucking get in your car and then cry. Like,
Yeah.
don't let anyone see you crying.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry that. I mean, like, I've definitely had tears in my, I mean, like, when I got second at Junior USA, it's like tears in my eyes, but I'm not like making a scene about it, you know? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it hurts,
I
but
think that was like Indy was my worst freaking placing of this season and maybe last season too. Um, Even though it was the best I've ever felt, the best physique I think I've had, the best posing I've had. And when I didn't get called out for first call outs, I wasn't even like upset. Like, yes, I was like, God damn it. But I was just like so happy to be there because the experience that we made it for ourselves. Like us freaking jamming out on the
I've been
way.
listening to that song on repeat still.
Same. Yeah. Like just jamming on the way to the venue, talking to people at check-ins, just like being, I don't know,
Present.
yeah, present. And it was so like obviously I had higher hopes for this show because it was close to home and you were there. But it wasn't about the placing for me at that point. It did kind of reframe my brain of what I want to do in competing. Uh,
Hmm.
but it was so much fun. And like that would make me want to go back to that show again.
Yeah,
Or
it
just
was great. The venue was awesome.
beautiful venue. It's so different going from like, like a hotel ballroom where it's just like a big room or like a
Right.
convention center to this was like a theater where
Mhm.
you just look out and there's just like the theater seat. It's
Yeah.
been so cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, like that perspective from stage. I don't know that I've ever experienced that. I don't think I have. Oh, Minnesota.
Minnesota show. Yeah, the Minnesota show. It was a theater.
I at that show, well, not that show, but there's a show happening in Minnesota this weekend, and it's at the, I've never been to the Mystic Lake Casino, but I think it's probably similar to that, but I'm stoked for it. Gonna be there.
Oh, nice.
Becky's judging. I get to hand out awards, I think.
Uh,
A lesson learned from the indie show. If you are there as a coach, put a fucking tan on.
we were all tan
Like
and
I
back.
legit should have had that overnight coat put on me. Like, okay, now your turn to tan me.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But you've learned for this time.
yes, exactly. I mean, we did that when we did awards at the Minnesota show in 2023. Yeah, it was 2023. Because you look freaking pale in those lights.
Yeah,
So
especially because Nick had that photo set up backstage, so it was
that
like
was
good
fun.
lighting. Um, Yeah, I think like with having fun, like I said, like the haze in the barn at that point in terms of like show day, like you shouldn't have to manipulate so much where, just enjoy the experience. You've worked so damn hard your entire prep um to get to stage day. Like you have to enjoy it.
Mhm.
Like, is what is the point of competing if like yes, we're there to win, but what is the point if you're not having fun?
Right.
So don't like we don't need like coaches don't need to be yelling at you to do certain things or like keeping you away from talking to people. Like it's like
Weird.
you need to make this experience like something good for you. And I think that's what now that's like my pure mission is making sure all of my clients on show day have fun, especially if I'm there. Because if I can bring down their stress levels, that's going to make them look better,
Yeah.
make them feel more confident on stage, even if my client is like completely screwing up their posing or, just doing something that we've kind of like drilled in a couple like several times. If they're not hitting it, there's no point of that day being like, dude, hit this fucking shot because that's gonna just get in their head and then when they get on stage, they're gonna be like, ah,
Right.
like
Right. Like, not,
they're
it's
not.
if you're, I
And
mean, like, especially for like first time competitors, it's not the time to like fucking switch up posing like 10 minutes
no.
before getting on stage. On that though, like, well, I text Kiki this when I was watching Universe, like, at least practice your posing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beforehand. Maybe get a posing coach, make sure you know what you're doing. They don't give you that. I mean, like, especially at Universe, they were cranking through
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You don't have a lot of time to be doing these arm movements. Like, as soon as they turned around from their back pose, most of them, they were like, thank you. Next person. There was one time, like, someone was still standing there. They said, thank you. And then they're like, thank you. Like, that means get the fuck out of the box.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
that's like my pure mission now is like because like I'm definitely like a hype girl, but like I can also be very serious and like nail things down when we need to. But come show day, it's like I need you hyped and excited to step
yeah.
on stage because you have worked hard
Mhm.
and make the experience fun. So I'm excited. I'll be back in Indy a little what 3 weeks for the indie premiere muscle show. So Jamie's second Indiana show. So again, a very well ran show. Melissa actually did that show before.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So I'm excited to head back to Indiana to be with Cheyenne for her very first show.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, we met there, right? Yeah, Cheyenne
Mhm.
was there.
Yeah, yeah.
I get this random text and it's like, hey, I'm Cheyenne. I'm Kiki's client. I was supposed to tell you where, like, let you know I'm here. Like, oh, hi.
Because I forgot to tell you that, but she
It's
was like,
fine.
"Yeah, I'll text you when I get there." I'm like, okay, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, what it's gonna happen. So here's Becky's phone number.
Yes, she was so sweet. Her boyfriend was very sweet as well. Shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, I have Jasmine competing this weekend at the Minnesota show. I would love to give her awards. Like, that's gonna be so special.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
she wins the overall, that would make me like that would I could retire.
Right. That's how I feel about you.
I know.
I'm good. I turned back in pro.
Yep,
I'm a peace out now.
done.
That'll be on my gravestone.
Yes. Oh, I love it. But yeah, it was good. Like, it is so fun to be behind the scenes. Someone asked me, like, what does it do, like, being like they're competing or behind the scenes better? They're just different. Like, I can't, they're both special in their own way, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's completely different.
It's very much fun, very much so more fun when clients are like hyped as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, enjoy your show days, keep your stress low. Have fun backstage. You get your freaking make like you pay enough to get your makeup done and whatnot. Like own that look. Take all the pictures too.
Hmm.
That's our advice for show day.
Yeah. Have fun. Damn
Damn it.
it.
Um, if you have any requests for podcasts from us, please
Please.
let us know. Uh, you can find me. You can find me on Instagram at backend_IFBB Pro.
You can find me at Kickers Laugh IFBB Pro.
Give us a 5-star rating and review. Let us know what you think, and we will see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers. I don't have anything to cheers with, but
I
cheers.
have my microphone on a cup, my snake cup.
Oh,
Very cool. But we are out. Goodbye.
bye.
What's up, guys? Coach Kiki here. I just wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of Champagne Gainz. If you loved this episode, please make sure you do all of the things like, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating and review, and share with your champagne bestie. Champagne Gainz is also brought to you by Coach Kiki LFG Gym Gear. Unlock the full power of your workouts with Coach Kiki's Let's Fucking Grow hip bands, long resistance bands, cable ankle straps, and hip thrust pads. For all of your sprinkle booty gains, check out CoachKikiLFG.com. Thanks, guys. Cheers.